special
What is up,
feeling.
folks?
So
and Mikey at 31 here. Here we go.
For this game
the first online franchise game of the Madden 13 year. The regular season opener, Jets and the Buffalo Bills.
Before we get another NFL season.
Live.
Oh man, all those practices
from MetLife Stadium.
Going on, Jim. Now you finally
Here we go.
To the game and see what happens.
Starting out on D. Got the Jets, Jets. Going to be rolling Tampa 2 style on D. And Bill Walsh playbook on offense, bringing the old school 80s style West Coast offense back from the dead, paying homage to the great Bill Walsh. But we're starting out on defense with the Buffalo Bills. How will the Bills fare?
First down. Fred Jackson gets the handoff.
Bills on their first play get attacked by the Infinity Engine. This is so much fun. Quirks aside, this is so much fun. Such a fun game to play.
With two hands, he has it. When you get that kind of
and Fitzpatrick slinging away, slinging the rock.
All your beliefs on the football team, the offense, they can't turn.
And I'm starting out, as I usually do, controlling one of my defensive linemen, Quentin Coples, the rookie. I had a hunch to start him. I wasn't going to start him originally. I was going to start Calvin Pace at the right defensive end. I have Mabin at the left defensive end spot, along with Poa and Wilkerson. And I was going to play Coples in the nickel and dime in place of Poa, but I just had this nagging feeling that I should start him. And you saw what he did there. He's got a 88 power move, pass rush move, and an 80 speed.
Throw it over the middle.
Decent block shedder, good strength, and Mabin on the other side has a 94 finesse move and speed in the mid-80s and acceleration in the 90s. So in my cover 2, in my 2 deep defense here, I need that heat coming off the edge. And when I go nickel, I have a nice little NASCAR package, like the Giants, where I have pace inside to go with the Wilkerson, and plus I have Mabin and Copel, so that should do some damage. And I actually made some tweaks as to how I'm playing my Tampa 2 after this game, as far as who I user control and when and what plays I call and when. And I'll have a full Tampa 2 tutorial video coming up in the not too distant future. And that'll be it as far as talking about defense for a little while. I just finished my 3-3-5 stack, and then we can talk about some offense. Speaking of which, I'm on offense here, and McKnight gets blasted there. But what did I do during the preseason? I got through my preseason games, not showing very much. I just didn't want to get my players hurt. And
you always want to be rewarded.
I traded Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow is gone. I told y'all I wasn't going to be fooling around. I can't have no quarterback on my roster who can't throw the football. So McElroy is once again my backup quarterback. You guys saw me have some good stretches with GMAC when he had to come in for an injured Sanchez. And I kept Josh Brown and his 96 kick power for my kicker and let go of Nick Foles. I traded Tebow to the Bengals for a solid left tackle. I needed a right tackle in the worst way, so I just moved him over to the right tackle spot, and he's a much better run blocker and pass blocker than I had there previously between Wayne Hunter and the pieces of garbage backing him up. And in free agency, I signed wide receiver Mike Jenkins to give me some route running outside of Antonio Holmes. Something that has some worth at wide receiver, because my receivers just suck. Stephen Hill's not quite ready. I'm going to try to use him more as slots. and get him experience points, hopefully, so I can boost up his route running and catching. But Mike Jenkins is a, cheap little hold-up option for now. And I also signed Moise Foku. Copels just misses a sack here. Just late, which allows me to put Bart Scott at the strong side linebacker spot, where he's better suited, and he's a very good, well, he's not a very good, but he's solid. Foku is as a weak side outside linebacker. Athletic, good zone coverage, can really hit, with Brian Thomas backing him up. And right now the Bills are driving.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. First down.
That's how the Jets shape up in the preseason. There's Copels again. Running is going to be very tough. These guys up front are no joke. Playing this Tampa 2 style, you got to have block shedding and athletes on your defensive line.
Reaches out and grabs it.
I like to see them close a bit better there. I'll get more into detail in this when I do my tutorial, but the cover 2 is a lot more challenging to play this year with the passing tree a lot more open than in the past, and plus you get some read and react gaffes here and there, which can cause some issues from time to time, but when read and react is behaving itself, it works very well. I've been labbing it with my dudes on my friends list, and also in online ranked games. I'm 7-1. I've played 4 games with the Jets, 4 games with the Indianapolis Colts. I'm 4-0 on my main NY Kia PSN with the Jets online, and 3-1 with the Colts, so it's working, and Kyle Wilson steps up, playing too deep inside, with safety help over the top. So I'm looking to respond here.
That pass, well defended.
Trying to ask Holmes to show some masculinity over the middle. I guess that's too much to ask.
Challenging the defenders to the right side. Great coverage there.
And that's one of Sanchez's UFOs, boy. Welcome back to the suck. It's probably a good thing that one was off. It might have been intercepted, actually.
Coming up.
So 2 field goals. Back on D.
He stacked up at that point.
Fred Jackson having a rough time. Got a lot of beef up there.
He'll fire it out to the left. Right where it had to be.
And you know how I'm always harping about when I talk about the Tampa 2, the importance of the corners getting a jam and redirecting inside? That's what happens when they don't get a good jam, or no jam at all. And Cromartie does knucklehead stuff like that from time to time.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Fred Jackson gets the handoff.
Gotta get that good inside jam.
23-yard line.
Or jam an inside release, or force the inside release.
For the 7th play of the drive.
And there I just detonate those 2 dudes with Kendrick Ellis. But I get the late hit because I get there late because he's slow. He's one of my backup defensive linemen. He's just a power move and block shedding fiend. He just destroyed those 2 dudes.
They hand it off to the running back, and he gains maybe 3. Good coaching.
And that's the thing about controlling defensive linemen that I don't really like. You can certainly play defense. I have the right play call there, but Jeremiah Bell's got to close faster than that. But you can certainly play good defense using your defensive lineman. Just puts more of an onus on you being a good play caller and using your personnel right. And look at Sanchez miss that throw. That's a vintage Sanchez. But as I was saying, the thing about controlling defensive linemen is that because there's no double team pass blocking, you can beat a guy clean, and then the AI will cheat, and some guy out of nowhere will latch onto you and redirect you.
This will be 2nd down.
In my opinion, I actually get better defensive line pressure when I'm user covering.
And he's pushed out of bounds.
Because I'm able to take away that initial read manually and I have very good pass rushers across the board, so most times they're going to match up Sanchez again. God. So most times they're going to match up my defensive lineman against the offensive lineman. Someone should win. And if you can force the guy to hold the ball a little bit longer, they tend to get through on their own much better than controlling them manually. But they're starting to heat up now as I'm playing manual coverage. Down 14-9. And there was a read and react gaff by David Harris. Would have been fine if he just stayed where he was. So there's some elements of coverage that needs to be patched just like it was at NCAA 13. The read and react pre-patch in this isn't nearly as bad as the as what it was in NCAA. There's Maven. And post-patch, I have, few complaints about zone coverage in NCAA, at all. Very few, so hopefully that'll be the same with this. Although I feel it's better out of the box than it was in NCAA 13. Which is also why it has taken me so long to get around to my tutorial. There we go. You see, I'm a now user covering. They're getting off their blocks when they have the matchup advantage. He gets flushed. Pua and Maven chase him down. But when I was user controlling Wilkerson, I was having problems because of guys latching on to me after I beat the first guy clean. Except for that one instance where I destroyed 2 guys. And there's Copels again. That's 3 runs he's blown up. So it's going to be nice to see how he develops.
Never take it for granted when you're trying to.
So I've given up 17 points. Which isn't awful at this point in the game. And here the Madden gods bite me in the behind. In the video game football world with 8-minute quarters, 17 points allowed is a good defensive half. It's solid. And here I thought I had this. But looking back at it, I'm glad it didn't bail me out with a warp. I wasn't quite there. I was a little bit late, and it didn't bail me out with a warp INT. He got the completion. Good play by him, being aggressive on first down with play action pass. And that's one of the tweaks that I'm making to my Tampa 2 style, is getting a little bit more aggressive on first down, so I can get into better positions to get that umbrella open. And that's the thing about Sanchez at last, though, that drives me nuts. He'll miss a guy who's wide open downfield by 10 yards, but then he'll zing a throw over a linebacker in between a safety.
Touchdown, and
Michael Jenkins strikes pay dirt.
Good job by the wide down coming up. Steps back to throw, running away from the pressure.
Here we go again. Copels misses him though. Overran him.
It's 3rd down coming up.
Look at these boys get after it.
Squeezes it into coverage. Shoved to the sideline.
Nice job that time by the.
This is a 5-step drop back. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Another good throw by Sanchez.
And he's taken out of bounds.
That's a good job.
He'll go on these good throw, bad throw streaks.
After the big play, he'll go ground.
I love how the player traits are still in the game and how they affect the game. And plus, on console now with the online franchise, you can see your hot and cold streaks, or your guys who are on hot and cold streaks. So it adds a little bit more, flavor and personality to these dudes. Makes it a lot more dynamic.
Played to the receivers by giving him hand signals. And here an offensive line.
Sean Green doing a solid job.
Getting set. The goal line in sight.
And you'll notice that I'm completely under center. The Bill Walsh playbook has no shotgun holding. That's a nice run too. You don't feel like you're going to be comfortable playing out of a shotgun-free playbook. You're probably better off if you want to run a West Coast style of offense, either with a generic West Coast playbook or a team playbook like the Texans or the Packers, the Broncos.
quarterback throws the pass.
Teams like that.
Man-to-man coverage.
In primetime sim league, I'll be using the Brian Billick playbook on offense.
The quarterback throws.
You guys remember that great
That's a nice completion by the
Vikings offense that he was an offensive coordinator for.
LaRon Landry with an interception.
What, the corner blitz, double corner blitz, LaRon Landry gets there.
Good job by the defensive back.
So we're doing some good things.
Screen pass.
And then we have Suckchez doing that.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football and
defense comes out in the nickel. 2nd down and 7. Right back to him. One
Tough sledding.
Well, a short gain on the run that time after that run.
Pua and Wilkerson are not easily moved.
Out of the shotgun formation.
And that's one thing that the Infinity Engine is doing very well.
The quarterback will protect.
You get a lot more sense of the strength and bulk of these defensive linemen. And the one time I bring a zero coverage blitz, I get bailed out by a bad throw by Fitzpatrick.
Trying to work that left side. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Kyle Wilson playing really well. And Reeves is keeping Stevie Johnson under control. Airmail by Sanchez.
Quarterback drops back. That ball is
and that's a force. He didn't have a spotlight on Keller. He had a friggin' strobe light on him. I had the seam wide open.
They come to the line and it's first
Bad
down.
job by me.
Here's the give to Brent Jackson.
No easy yardage.
In his defense, he wants to take advantage of.
And this is how not to play safety in a cover 2 scheme. I just committed way too soon. I got to stay in between those two guys and then break on the ball. That was a mistake by me.
Going across the middle. And
oh, reliable.
Right around the 31-yard line.
Hopefully this year he doesn't get a career-ending injury, but right now I need Sanchez to be Sanchez and not Fraudchise.
Special. The throw to these wide receivers short. We can see they're able to take short passes, break tackles.
Which will I get?
With their talent, they get long gains.
We got some Fraudchise going on there. Accidental run commit.
On the left side here.
He did that a couple of times where he was trying to do a defensive line audible, and by mistake, run committed. So that bailed me out there.
In this one, and a whole lot still to be sorted for the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter.
So I get bailed out by the inadvertent run commit, and Maven comes crashing in again.
Package. 2nd and 10.
He's like a mini Freeney.
And he wants to throw it across the middle.
Good move.
There's the tackle, but still, it's a.
See, I forced the underneath completion, but you gotta have the tackling.
I like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hands.
I was a little bit late to cut that pass off. Late in the bad angle. I took everything else away. Maven again. Look at Maven go to work.
That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw.
Him,
starting field position.
He and Copels are going to be a problem. That's my prediction.
It's Mario Williams who makes
Speaking
the stop.
of problems, Mario Williams makes his presence felt.
The quarterback mixing things up at the line of scrimmage.
Sanchez or Fraudchise going into run and shoot mode now. I can always dial up the run and shoot plays when I need them.
2nd down and 9. Looking for an open receiver on the right. That reception picks up the first.
That's a little twist to the choice read.
They're going back up top. He's looking to the right here on this throw. That catch gives them a first down.
Looking like Sanchez.
Look at the safety here, moving up at the last moment. Challenging the defenders to the right side.
That was very risky by me. Very risky.
Incomplete.
They call
that was not a good decision.
It's a beautiful throw down the field, but the defensive back, he waits until it's time to make that jump. He defends the pass. What a good job of the
pass. It brings up 2nd down. The quarterback throws to the right.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Man-to-man coverage.
Oh, reliable, getting closer. Need one more.
At 3rd down. Looking to the right side and throwing.
And we get it.
Like this, to just keep
Will
getting first
keeping
down.
the 97 kick power kicker pay off.
He converts
It
here.
does.
I'm sure the defense is going.
And we
"My
get the
God,
game winner to win the
stop
season
these
opener."
guys." You know, once they even get near midfield, they know.
Overall, played pretty well.
The team is in field goal range. If the
Made
next
some
kicker
mistakes on defense.
won't
Got to
land.
tweak some things up on that end of the ball.
What's it like for a
Offense
team
made
standing
enough
on the
plays
sideline,
to
waiting to
win the
see
game,
if the
obviously.
kicker can
Sanchez,
win the
as
game for
usual,
your team.
Jim,
is just going to
it's
leave
very
throws on the
nerve-wracking.
field.
You know
That's
that
just
you
what
have
he
nothing
does.
to do with the outcome. It's
He's
all
got
up
a-
to the kicker now. You've
consistency
watched him make
trait
it many,
is
many
1
times in
star.
practice. When they do it in the game,
And he's not clutch.
That is just exciting stuff.
So that's going to happen. NY Kia 31 greets his
And
boys
all
in the
crew
locker
at
room.
EA
It's his
Sports.
first
Jim Nance
Connected
saying so
Careers
long for
coaching
now.
win. Next up are the Steelers. Hope you all enjoy. Talk to you all later. Peace.